your questions. Hi, love.
They, am I on?
You're on. Your
Oh
face
shit.
isn't though.
Oh, let me see. Is that working?
We
No?
are.
Okay,
Hi.
there I am. Hi.
How are you? There you are. Okay.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, good, good. Excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's been a minute since we fucking scheduled this. I'm like,
I know.
oh shit. It's been a minute,
I
but
know,
thank
I
you for
know.
having me
No,
for
I'm so glad you said hi. You said yes. I was telling everybody, like the whole time I was going through my spiritual journey, random creators, random spiritual people just would always show up on my FYP, and you were one of them all the time.
Yeah.
So I reached out to the ones who, like, really helped me along my journey, and you were one of the first ones that said yes. So I appreciate that.
Well, I'm honored, honestly. I am. And I'm the same as you. Like I freaking had people that I tune into on TikTok and stuff the same way. So I'm just really honored to be here and just grateful. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I love you too, Ray of Sunshine.
She's so awesome.
I
So I'm
know,
doing.
for real. For
Hi,
real.
Hannah. I don't know if I told you I'm doing this because I am just coming out of another rebirth, like a really, really massive. Like it's like my first time all over again, and I had to take some time off away from my community. And I have a lot of people who follow me who are new to the journey, who are old to the journey. And I like to put people in front of them that if I'm not available, that like they have other people that they can rely on or like reach out to, or, because a lot of them have had bad experiences with like readings. And so I kind of put people in front of them that I trust. So that way they're in good hands. So I like this to do this as like a
Yeah.
teaching moment, to try and get you out there and get you some like spread the wealth type thing. So just
Thank
briefly,
you. No,
yeah,
for real. I feel that.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
briefly, I don't know, don't go into detail, but just, introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are and what you do.
I don't like introductions. I
Okay, then
don't,
we
just
okay, then we
because
can
I
skip
feel
it.
like I'm all over the place.
All right, we can skip that. I
No,
can just start
all
asking
I'm
questions.
saying is
Okay, okay,
that.
okay. I love
No,
you.
but I guess for the people on TikTok, if like people want to vibe with me on TikTok, yeah, I'm Ken, and I am an intuitive guide slash tarot reader here on this platform mainly. I do have a YouTube channel, but that's still in the works. But yeah, I tune into messages and then I feel called to do it. So my username is Ken's Calling 144, and that's where you'll find me doing some Ken's Calling stuff. But yeah, again, intros
Yeah, that's good.
interesting
Perfect.
because I feel like I'm more, but
Yeah. These
that's
questions.
encapsulated
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as a yeah, yeah,
That's perfect. So I'm going to ask you
yeah.
questions that'll bring more out.
So yeah, what's the question?
Okay.
Yeah.
The work that you do now, can you give us a little briefing of like the work that you do? Just, like what's your niche?
Um. Oh my God. Niche. I don't have a niche. That's the honest answer. I don't have a niche. I don't. I don't. However, yes, on TikTok, the way that I presented myself is definitely a niche within tarot, but I don't think that that's a niche, whatever. Myself, I don't think that. I feel like there are tools for people to get points across and to get energy exchanged across a collective that may be tuning into it and may need that guidance. And I feel like that's the generalized version of me doing my thing. However, um, say that question one more time, just so I can.
Yeah. So what do you like the work that you do now? How do you describe who you are in the work that you do? Like your work. What do you
Yeah.
specialize
Okay.
in?
Okay. Yeah. I feel like I'm more just intuitively based. Like it's more so. I guess this question can go into other things, but like I have I've gone to school, for holistic health and stuff like that, Reiki, craniosacral, things like that, of that nature. And I've taken things that I've learned from it and I've applied it to my own life and I've applied it to the ways of just operating through life. And those that I've come in contact with, that I've shared a deep connection with, I've used pretty much like in my toolbox. I like to call it like a toolbox type of thing. I use that to, um, I guess, like enhance just the love that I want to get across people. Um, so everything has been very much intuitive based, but I do a lot of energy work on myself, like Reiki, tapping and toning, meditating like fucking crazy. That's just a default.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, just being present, just being very, very present and observing and holding space is like my forte, if you want to call it that. It's just how I naturally am, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. When you
Yeah.
look back at your life before your spiritual journey began, how different did things feel internally to now?
Oh my God, it is. I've grown so much. I've learned so much about discernment. I've learned so much about the basics of spirituality. And I'm doing that in quotation marks because it's, you know, various and it's big, but I've learned so much along the way of who I am, my discernment, my boundaries, protecting myself, really trusting myself more and loving my fucking self. Oh my God, it's like that's like probably the biggest part of everything is learning how to trust and love myself unconditionally and just hold space for myself like along the way. Because my journey has been interesting, none the least. Nonetheless, I meant to say
You're good.
something totally different. Okay. Nonetheless, my journey has been interesting, but tuning into my spirituality, my journey, and everything, like I feel back home. That's the vibe. Like I just feel like I'm back to myself, back home, that type of thing. So yeah,
Love that. Okay. Did you always feel
yeah,
spiritually sensitive or intuitive even as a child? Did it come as a child or
yes,
yeah. Okay. Was there a moment
yeah,
where you
yeah, for
realized,
sure.
yeah, sorry. I'm just like cutting you off. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're fine.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Um,
You're fine.
was there a moment where you realized you weren't meant to live a normal or conventional path? Tell us about that.
My God, yeah. I Something that I've been sitting with myself recently that can sum up a lot of things is that I feel like I operate more on the spiritual world rather than the human world. And so that's always been like a challenge for me. So going from conventional to unconventional, I feel like that started at a young age, honestly. Um, I just remember when I was a kid, I knew I didn't want to go to college. Like, I didn't want to do all of these conventional things, so to speak. And I think that that was just more so my soul saying, like, you're tapped into so much more than just the conventional life that you were born to, like, what people put onto you, like what the world, society put onto you to be. So, yeah, I've always chosen like an unconventional life for sure.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
themes or patterns kept repeating in your life before things started to shift?
Is that like a question for tower moments?
Yep. You can take it
Like
as well, for
what
sure.
led up to like tower moments type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Emotional resistance and taking things personally.
Mm,
That's what I did, practiced, default, subconsciously did to that would lead to something loud enough for me to realize there's something needs to change here. So that's how kind of how I operated on Um, but yeah, a lot of taking things personally.
Yeah. Same.
The less that yeah, right. Like the
Yeah.
less that I took personally, the more I felt neutral in my response to things, and then I could navigate it more with love, understanding, and forgiveness for the situation or the circumstance, and then I can like move beyond that. Does that
Right.
make sense?
1,000,000%.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. What
I'm
was
sorry if
the
my connection is crazy.
No, you're good. You're good. I can hear you. Can everybody else hear him? I think you're good. Okay. What was the event,
Okay.
experience, or internal breaking point that truly triggered your spiritual awakening? What happened? Take us there. Your first one, because you know we go through many, right?
Right, right. um,
If you want to talk
I'll
about
say
it.
it like this. When
Okay.
yeah, no, I just want to say it like this. When I was in high school, I made a really big leap because junior high was very rough for me and just very dark and very transformative for myself. So transitioning into high school, I knew that I made a big leap, but I didn't know what that meant totally. And so when my parents got divorced and I moved with my dad and I did all of these things to like try to finish out like the high school experience, I didn't do it. And so 11th grade was when I dropped out. And then at that moment though, I was like very tuned into like crystals and like just meditation and stuff. And I didn't know why so much I was called to those things. So I like to reference this time in my life because this was like more of like an evident, like something that I could remember, like an evident experience for me going through something. And so, um, yeah, I dropped out of high school and I just got into like a lot of meditation and I became vegan even. Like I was just so called to that for a year. And um, that year felt so cleansing to me. And so I guess that I could say that those were very awakening moments for me. And from that period on, like I just started diving into like rabbit holes of like practices, like truthful practices, and it was very transformative for me. So, um 16, 17 years old is what I would say I came to, and that I made a major shift in my life. And then yeah, and I went to massage school in 2019. I go by the 2000s. I was born in 2000. So I'm 25 years old, turning 26 in 2026.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's like easy for me to keep
Yeah.
track of my ass, honestly. Um, but like my like 2017 to 2029 was like a big pivotal, like huge tower moment, huge like introspection, like who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you here for? Why are you so connected to certain things in your life? Why the fuck are you so connected to like ancient things and all these things? So it was just like one of those like journeys, a huge journey, a huge chapter. I can't emphasize that enough. 2017 to 2019 was a huge fucking chapter for me. And I had a near death experience at the end of it all, and I died and I came back to life. You did too?
Yeah, 2022, but I started
You had a near
2017.
death?
Yeah. Yeah. I started
Yeah.
2017.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
2022. It happened to me in 2022. I died
Wow.
and came back.
See, I realize that people that have had NDEs have been they connect to each other a lot. It's just natural. Like we connect to each other on in the world naturally because we've had that natural fucking wild experience. And it's different for everybody. I have friends that have also had NDEs and we just like to share our stories with it. And then at the end of the day, it's just like, wow, like no wonder why we're connected right now because you
Right.
experienced something that like existential, that huge in a motherfucking human life experience. No wonder why we're connecting right now while we're still fucking alive here. Like, what the?
Right.
Sorry, I swear a lot.
I do too. We literally,
I'm sorry,
no
that's-
wonder.
Okay.
They all know
I'm
I
like,
do too.
sorry, I should have put that disclaimer out in the beginning.
I always say I'm live.
Um,
I really should be professional and not use the F, fuck all the time. I do too. They're all used to it. You're good.
Totally.
You're good.
Okay, cool.
You're good.
Fuck is my favorite fucking word.
Same. Us too.
No,
Sure,
but for
that's
real though. Okay, period. I just wanted to say that I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Like, this is something different.
No.
But cool. I like that. I like that. I forgot what I was saying though. Honestly.
Your NDE,
What were we talking
2017,
about?
2019 near-death experience,
yeah.
vibing with others at near-death experience. We want to hear about it too, though. You gotta like tell us what happened.
Oh. So, and it's so funny. I'm laughing because I'm just thinking of my other friends who have had NDEs, and theirs were so much like huge, like just crazier than mine. But I was at my sister's apartment one night, and I went to the bathroom and I passed out, and I hit my temple on a metal like thing that was hanging on the wall.
Mhm.
And I woke back up and I was like bleeding, and then I like passed back out and I slammed my face on the countertop, like the sink. And I woke up again, and then I swayed over and I knocked my temple again, and I like passed out. And then I woke up and I saw people walking into the room, but then I had that vision of the the rings and like the white light, like, and the rings, every single ring, it was like a tunnel of rings, and every single ring that I passed by, it was like I was experiencing my memory of my life, and like your life flashing before your eyes type of thing, you
Yeah.
know. And then when I like talk to other people, they've also experienced that like ring tunnel and like their memories going through their mind and everything, just like that near the death experience generalized version of it. But I ended up being in a white room and I saw orbs, and they were past loved ones that are my spirit guides as well, that I work with and that I chill with. They were in the room and they told me, they were like, "You're not done yet." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, no, I'm done. I'm done with that world. I'm done with the planet. I'm done with humans. I'm done with all the fucking fuck shit. And they were like, "You're not done." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, no. And they're like, "You're not ready, and you have so much more to do." And so they like sent me back, so to speak. And I woke up in my body again, and I woke up in my sister's arms, and she was like, "It's okay." Like, and I like came back to life, and I was like, I just hung out with my loved ones, like our loved ones on the other side. I was like, I was just fucking talking to them, and they told me I wasn't ready, and da 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 da. And then I was like, okay, cool, like fine, I'll be ready for whatever the fuck is to come. And the next year, the fucking pandemic hits, and I'm like, this is why I stayed. This is the fuck shit I stayed for. This motherfucking pandemic. But no, like on like some joke shit, like that was me, like how I felt. But yeah, I wasn't ready, but I was dead, I guess you could say. And I wanted to be gone though. Like honestly, like at that moment I wanted to be gone. I wanted to leave this planet. I was so done. I was so like, call it suicidal. It was just how I felt in general, and I was just like, this was just too much, like my peak, I guess I thought. And then yeah, I came back to life and I'm here. So yeah,
I feel like we
I had to
all,
see it through. I had to see it through.
yeah. I feel like we all
Yeah.
feel like that. Like when we're in a certain position or leadership role, we don't feel like we belong here. I feel like every day.
Yeah.
Was the fear,
That's how I felt
confusion?
every day.
Yeah, same. Me too. I'm ready to go home. Was
Yeah.
there fear, confusion, relief, or all of it at once as you were like going through this massive tower moment, like not the near death experience, but like from 2017 to 2019, because that was your major tower moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
were you afraid, confused, relieved, or all of it? And how did it feel like emotionally,
All
physically,
of
and
it.
energetically? All of it, right?
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. I have a I have 5 planets in Cancer and they're all in my ninth house.
Oh shit.
I feel it all, girl.
Yeah.
I'm like feeling everything all the time. Like Jesus motherfucking Christ.
Yeah.
I love Jesus Christ. But yes, it was that moment of feeling it all. And it how do these questions are so like summed up and it's like my neurodivergent ass motherfucking brain. I'm like, I have like a million stories that I want to tap into.
Just
And I'm
say,
trying my best to fucking generalize it. I know. I'm
just
trying my best to
don't.
generalize it in a sense where I'm like, we're not here. We're gonna
Don't
be here
just.
all fucking night,
It does.
bitch.
I mean, I have to take my mother to the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, and she's like, "Don't go to sleep." So I'm
Oh my
here for
god.
it. I'm here for it, and they'll
And
say, "Hi,
I
Lola."
love that you were. Yeah, no, because when I texted, I was like, I'm hanging out with my mom tonight. And then you were like, I'm with my mom too. And then you like just looked over, like she's like right there. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's up, girl? I love that. I fucking
It's
love
right
that
here.
because I was right by my mom too when I texted that. So,
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
Um,
So tell us, go.
okay.
Just
To
flow
like
it.
me, um,
Unless you know, have
mm,
somewhere to be. Obviously, I don't want to keep you forever. We're here for it.
no, yeah, no, yeah. So, thank you. The thing is, um, I feel like with my healing journey, I'm gonna try to fucking generalize this and be succinct with this message. Throughout my healing journey, I had to let go of a lot completely. Like, that doesn't mean forcefully forget something, that just means letting it go. And then later on, it's hard to forget what the fuck you let go of. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, and so a lot of my journey, I feel like I've let go. I went to that point within to cut, like to let go and to let it go with healing energy, let it go with gratitude, let it go for what the fuck it served as. But with that letting go and with that, like almost complete cutting off, memory gets so fucking distorted with it. So that's just what I want to say in general when answering like questions, especially from past things. I love these questions. I want you to know that. Like when I read your questions, I was like, oh my God, like these are fucking great questions. Like I love that. I love how it puts me back, like it shifts me back to a time where I'm like connecting to myself from wherever I was at. However, with that being said, I have let go of so fucking much. So when I view my past, a lot of it is viewing through gratitude instead of through viewing it through like moments of despair and like hate and envy and judgment and like all those things. Like that's kind of like where I'm at internally right now. So okay. So going back to your original question, yes, I felt like fucking shit. Okay, I felt like fucking shit. I didn't know who the fuck I was. I was having identity crises on times 10. I was going through a lot of fuck shit. I was dealing with my family mostly, and I was also dealing with other people in my world that were platonic and romantic. Jesus, and every single thing felt so hard to deal with at the time. I'm just gonna put it like that. But going beyond that, those journeys for myself, and I think that this is where I try to relate improvement and self love and just self healing journey is that like it's worth it. It's fucking worth it, and it's not worth it to give up. You know,
Yep.
and so that juxtapose is very important in my life because I was somebody that always wanted to kill themselves and always wanted, like, was just so suicidal and so, like, wanted to give up because it was just so much and it was just so hard and it was just so fucking dark and all these motherfucking things. And then a shift happened, multiple shifts that helped aid into a very big shift in my life to be like, I actually want to see this through. So that's why I like to talk about past experience of where I was to where I'm at now, because I know that there's a bridge there that a lot of people don't find in their lives because I've met a lot of people and I know of a lot of people that didn't want to build that bridge. And a lot of suicide and a lot of fucking things happen in result of that. You know, a lot of losing yourself completely almost was a result of that. And I just knew internally I was never going to be that deeply. I knew that I wasn't going to do that. And so, yeah, it was a lot. So, this this is why I'm having struggles with my fucking words right now is because I'm trying to summarize years upon years of like procession and is that a word? Digestion of energy.
Yeah.
What's the S word again? Did I say something?
I don't know. What S word?
No, that's like thank you, Nuka.
Oh,
Nuka
oh,
Cola.
oh,
Like
unaliving.
that's I'm period.
No,
Is it shit?
unaliving. No, unaliving. Like unaliving yourself.
Sorry?
Unaliving yourself.
Oh, okay, thank you. You're right. You're right. See, this is why I have a hard time. Even with my own TikTok, like I've made videos and I thought that I would get flagged, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I can talk about on here. So yes, thank you for that. Unaliving. I'll say it like that, but I don't want to talk about that anymore. Actually,
But we all go through it.
so
I mean,
yeah,
literally, if I didn't have 4
yeah,
kids, I probably would have done the same thing. They're the ones that kept me not from doing it. So it's natural. And you're right. Like a lot of people who go through what we go through aren't strong enough to not do it. I see so many people on here in my
yeah,
chat that we've had to talk out of like recently to not do that. So
yeah.
it's a serious topic. So you know what I mean? But go ahead, sorry.
It is. And I want to say this. I feel, I guess that this could just be one perspective on this, but like I feel like the reason why it's so prevalent in our communities is because people feel more spiritual than they do human
Mm-hmm.
wise, and so they feel a disconnection there, and there may be a lot of psychosis in that realm as well. But like the key that especially like what I'm being so fucking for real with all y'all, like the things that spirit has been teaching me is how to bring balance into my life, and the balance is how to live in this world and through your human experience and be as fucking spiritual as you are. And I realize I'm like I'm so fucking spiritual that it's so difficult for me to be fucking human, and so I'm trying to shift that around so that I can coexist with humanity, with with me, myself, Jesus, like my own humanness, and also to co-create, even with you, like with all of you guys in this chat right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
being that spiritual, and so I get it for people to feel so somewhat natural with the unaliving part because they I feel like people have come to this space where nothing really matters in a sense, but us humans do definitely have spiritual being having a human experience. Yeah, for sure. Like I feel like us humans have a sense of attachment to it's natural, it's grief, right? Attachment to the unaliving part. So um I know I went kind of everywhere with that, but
No, but I love it. Keep going.
I I feel like it's somewhat of like a natural experience for people that are so self-aware to go through. But I think that there's something beyond that point, even though it feels like the end point of things. I feel like there's something beyond that point of the unaliving experience or process or phase or whatever it is. I don't have to use the word phase, but just like what you're processing and digesting. I feel like there's something beyond that. And if you were to continuously move forward on your journey, no matter what you feel or how you feel of unaliving yourself and stuff, I feel like you would find a lot more on the other side. 100%.
Agreed.
And then continuously moving forward. I feel that.
I
I've
agree.
experienced that.
Same. Totally.
Yeah.
So let's talk
Cool.
about psychosis for a second, because you brought that up, and I feel like that's where people get lost right there, is that they hit a certain point in their journey, and whether they know they're on, because I feel like we're all waking up at this point, right? The mass awakening, all this woo-woo stuff, right? The new earth, old earth, whatever the case may be. But I feel like people right now don't know what's happening to them, and that's why there's a lot of unaliving, and it's mainly the psychosis. So what are the symptoms? Like, how can people recognize what it is?
Spiritual psychosis is a very touchy subject from what I've observed. Izzy, 8th House Bakery just joined. I just wanna I love her. I've known her for a year now. I just wanted to shout that out because I love her. Y'all go show her some love. Sorry. If she's still here, then that'd be cool. If not, then cool.
Is she a reader too? Hi, Izzy.
She is, and she's an astrologer. Oh my god, yes, she's here. We gotta talk, Izzy, because I want you to read my fucking chart, okay? On every angle, okay? I like it red on every angle. Okay, well, I just love you. I was shocked when I saw your username. Oh my god, I just love that. Okay, cool. Spiritual psychosis, I feel, okay, blatantly stated that it's true victimization. Okay, cool. Cool, Izzy. I feel like spiritual psychosis, there's no room for you and I, meaning the general population that we have to socialize with, should judge ourselves in at all. Because I feel like it's 100% weaponized against people, innocent people. That's just how I feel about spiritual psychosis. The things that we go through on a personal level, spiritual level, soulful level, and then what we have to deal with externally throughout this human experience, a lot of fucking propaganda, a lot of fuck shit. Oof. Yeah, we're victims. We're experimented on in a sense. Let's just be for fucking real. We're experimented on in a sense. So, spiritual psychosis, whenever I know someone that's going through spiritual psychosis, whenever I have gone through spiritual psychosis, which is definitely multiple times, okay? I realize every single time it's not because my family members fucking hate me, my grandma this, my da 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 that. No, it's a huge line of suppression that has been piled onto someone that has finally become aware of it. And so once they're aware of it, they start to realize, and then it spirals their fucking mind and their reality to the point of feeling out of control and feeling unbalanced and feeling disconnected. And I feel like it's a frequency war in a sense, if you want to put it that way. And it's more so just it's victimization. You are a victim of energies around you that you didn't consent to, or that you weren't able to be discerning of prior to it happening. And so a lot of spiritual psychosis is quote unquote spiritual warfare because it's something that's been going on before you were even fucking born. And that's why I feel it's like a deeper thing for us to even comprehend in our temporary lifetimes, because it's an overall system of us being fucked like 24/7. And so whoever has gone through spiritual psychosis, whoever has gone through things like of that nature, that's who the fuck I hold space for. Okay? Like that's who I hold space for. Because I know what the fuck that feels like. I know what the fuck that's about. I know how that is. And for you to continuously thrive and move through the barriers that were placed despite your original natural destiny, let's just say that, if that lands, you could you're golden, you're good. And I want to hold space for that in my lifetime, for people that are fucking victims to psychosis,
Yeah.
spiritual psychosis. It's a real ass thing. And I think it has nothing to do with you. You're not the problem, right? Sorry, last thing. Like, you're not broken. You've never were broken. You were never wrong. You were never distorted to begin with. And all those belief systems, those beliefs, those programs, all those things, 100% downloaded and fucked with you. And what I call that is being a victim before you even fucking knew it. And most people don't even know it. And the people that are aware of it, that do know it, they're like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this like virus in this shit? And it's like, that's not who I am at my blueprint. That's not who the fuck I am, like truly to my core. That's what I mean. It's like when people start to differentiate the two, it becomes real as fuck. And then we can, and that's why I love community. That's why I love this, because we can come together and bridge our energies together and be like, we're not alone.
Yes.
What the fuck? Cool. We're not
Yeah.
alone. So yeah.
I was told this is a mundane thing, you know what I mean? But I was like, I don't care how mundane it is. Like, we need each other. Do you know what I mean? We need to teach. We need people to understand. It would end a lot of unaliving and a lot of, because I literally went through it again just this past rebirth. This past 6-7 months have been probably one of the deepest. I think it was a rebirth, an ego death. Like, it has been nuts. And I went through it again. And I didn't realize all those other times that it was this until this one. So it's very important. I feel like people need to know, because what are like, give some examples, like give some signs that we can get out there to the people, because it's not just these 12 people who are going to be listening. You know what I mean? I'm going to put it on other places where other people can hear you and hear this. Give us like some type of like an actual example.
Oh my god. Okay, so Wit was actually in my live last night. So hi, Wit. I so I feel like there might be a lot of pressure in the collective right now with leveling up and with transcending a lot of hi, um transcending a lot of old energies that they've been dealing with, that they may have been more comfortable with their whole life, or maybe the past season that they were in. So there might be a lot of pressure, and I feel like people that go through spiritual psychosis might feel some type of pressure on themselves. But I'm always reminded that that's the pressure that you put on yourself. And energy is energy. If we, like Nikola Tesla said, if we view life in frequency, energy, and vibration, we unlock the codes of the universe. And really, what that really means, literally, if you view you and if you view myself and you view your reality and everything that you tune into as energy or vibration or frequency, you're really, and I'm really not the type to like bring up like specifics like that from like a teacher. However, Nikola Tesla really resonates with me. I was born on the same day as him, so like I have like this weird connection with him, and so it's just like different. But his teachings like that. But example based is when you feel so pressured to tap out, when it feels so like it's too much. When okay, biggest motherfucking thing I feel is when your authentic truth, when that authentic voice rings in your head or in your heart, when you feel it and you resist it, I feel like that's when people get fucked up and they want to run away rather than be present with who they are. And I think that that is a really big key for people to overcome that level of unaliving, because if they're stepping into their power, they're stepping into their sovereignty, they're stepping into who they truly are authentically. I really, really, truly feel like you're not going to be so worried about yourself anymore. You're going to be more worried about how the fucking generalized world is going. Like, dead ass. And I know that the general world can put pressure on you as well, but if you're operating out of that level of sovereignty and these words, it's just fucking words. When you're operating from a space of just being fucking real with yourself, you are going to shift the perspective on the entire world outside of you. Because if you're good within and if you're regulated within, for real, nervous system wise, and all of that shit, the external world, you can deal with it instead of letting it drown you.
Yes.
I'm so like long-winded with my answering.
No, that's so good. You're fine. Okay.
Is there any possible way we could take? Is it possible to take like a second break?
Yeah. I need to refill my water. Let's do it.
Can we pause it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go do what you gotta do and come
Let's
back.
pause it.
All right. Take 5.
Okay, thank you. I just have to use the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, bye.
I had to get some more water. Some more water. How you guys holding up in the chat? Don't forget, if we get to 100K likes, I'm going to give away a free reading, one-on-one. He's amazing, guys. Free one-on-one with me. Full read. One-on-one. We got to get to 100K likes. So keep tappity tap tap tapping. I will. I got a lot of window lickers. Come on in, people. He is amazing. I didn't know you knew him, Ray. Welcome to my live wit. I do this every Sunday night. So if you know anyone else that would love to join us, just shoot me their profile. I'm looking to book up the end of February now, or the end of January and February. So if you know anyone else who would love to do this, I love teaching. I love giving my community different aspects and views. And I love that he said that his memory, because see, it's not just me. I make fun of myself on all my lives because my memory is just, it feels like I got to a certain point in my journey where it just like was wiped clean. So it's not just me. And plus, not everybody can resonate with just me and my journey and what I teach. Do you know what I mean? And spirituality is just so big that if they don't resonate with me and I can't help them, then somebody else can. You know what I mean? And somebody else can say things that I'm saying, but in a different way that they can grasp, if that makes sense. So welcome, welcome. And all you window lickers, come on in and tap the screen. You can get a free reading. You too, right? It's like, sometimes, you know what though, too? I think once you get to a certain point in your journey, that you're just a constant channel, like you're 24/7 channel. And half the time I don't even think like it's me talking anymore. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's just spirit always coming through, right? I was telling them I loved what you said about the memory thing because I make fun of myself on live because like at a certain point in my journey, my memory just like was wiped. It's like hard for me to remember words sometimes.
It's real. I think it's so real.
Right?
I think that it's like a fucking like it's like that forgiveness that you do throughout your journey. Like when you forgive truly and let go of a lot of fucking shit. Traumatizing trauma is memorable, right? Like it's memorable. So when you're regulating yourself and when you're like forgiving and healing trauma, it's it it's almost natural for you to forget shit. I think in my personal experience. Like I feel like it's natural,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're
right?
saying
Like does that make sense? Yeah, like I
that. Sometimes I feel
because
stupid.
you're not I know, me too.
You know?
Me too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. I don't, when people say shit like that, I'm like, I know you're not stupid. That's the thing. Like you saying that, Benita. Like I'm like, no, you're not stupid. I know you're like so fucking aware. I know that you know some shit, but it's not like. And then it like comes down to the level of like not trying to prove it
Right.
too. You
Right.
know.
Right.
So you just kind of like keep things to yourself in a sense. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's an interesting thing. For real.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, let's
Yeah.
talk about your healing journey. And like when you had to start going inward, what did healing actually look like for you in the early stages? Like practices, what did you do?
I would love to say it was just yoga in the sun and my brown skin getting browner. However, it wasn't that. It was a lot of anger and rage.
Mm,
I felt rage and I was allowing myself to express rage without me really knowing. And I realized that that is a very suppressed ancestral trauma, 1000%, of just being fucking angry about what the fuck is going on. With that came a lot of tears. I'm very emotional, to just begin with. However, I had to break my heart. Let's just summarize it here. I had to break my heart over and over and over again to soften it and to feel more love. So that's how the fucking healing experience went for me. My heart was broken in a million fucking pieces through multiple different relationships, multiple different friendships, grieving, all of it, all that shit. My heart was broken. And that's what the fuck. So if you can imagine what that looks like, then yeah, there's a level of me feeling that and more so allowing myself to. So yeah, a lot of heartbreak.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was
Yeah.
guided along the way though.
Hmm. I'd have to agree with that big time.
Yeah,
Were there shadow
yeah.
aspects you had to face that surprised you?
Of course. Of course there were. I'm human.
Right.
Um, yeah, goddess. Ugh. There was so much like proving and performing and um feeling like enough was the biggest part. I think I'm not putting names or specific in this chat. However, I've dealt with a lot of close people in my life to learn very difficult things. So I thank them for what the fuck they triggered in me to bring up to the surface to face and to see, that's not natural. That's not who I am. Um, oh fuck, I'm trying to remember your like original question. I keep going off like
It's okay. You're
tangents.
good. Shadow aspects you had to that face that surprised you. Like, whoa, yeah.
Specifics. Yeah. Um, I'm gay, and so dealing with a lot of the homosexual gay community stuff was very interesting for me. I That's like a whole conversation in and of itself, but I feel like what I put myself through sexually and which resulted in me not knowing who I was, not knowing my worth, all those things. that was a big shock to me because I was a late bloomer, as some people would say. I was a late bloomer, and I didn't really put myself out there like that. And so once I did, I kind of went hardcore, and I went to the deep end, and I realized a big shadow part of myself sexually, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ. um, I got a lot of energy back to me. I have HIV. I'm diagnosed with HIV, and so I had to navigate through that as well. And that was like a big like hit to the face of like where do you like put your energy and where is it toxic and where is it like just not aligned to you. And so that was a big part of my journey, of my healing journey. But I think, okay, hold on. One more thing. I think that all of that has led to me not feeling guilty and shameful of who I am. So a lot of that was dealing with guilt and shame. And so finding the equilibrium with that was definitely a lot of celibacy. I'm gonna say it straight up, like a lot of celibacy, a lot of semen retention. We can talk about that if you want to. Just a lot of like practicing, like coming to myself and holding that energy within myself of I don't know how to explain that actually right now.
I mean, but I think a
So
lot
yeah,
of spiritual people, regardless of what you went through, should go through that, the celibacy part.
I
Oh,
think,
go ahead. I'm
I
there.
think it's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like how you come to that point. I feel sometimes of like it's such an energy exchange. How can you just do that with anybody now? Or how could you imagine yourself being that way, the way that you are today? Like that's the biggest like, whoa, like, slap in the face. And so um solitude is fucking amazing and it's so healing and just having that space to yourself to understand yourself and know what you truly want rather than be demanded of what another person thinks they want due to hyper desire and abusing sacral energy in a sense. um you start to realize more about yourself and what you are wanting to truly engage with, but more so who the fuck you want to engage with and who you don't. And so yeah, solitude is like, I will preach that. I will die on that fucking hill. Be okay with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, be okay with yourself and then know and learn and understand who you are with yourself and by yourself. And then you will see that you are more picky than you realized, that you are more understanding of your self worth than you realize. And then you'll pick differently, you'll choose differently. Agree. Not everyone deserves access to your energy, period.
Yes. Amen. Big
Yeah.
time. Um,
Yeah.
how did you learn to sit with this discomfort instead of avoiding it?
I learned that I could not run away from it anymore. It would always find me in every dark alley and every run that I would, every time I ran away or every time I try to tune out the knocking from within, the calling from within. Um, I realized that like it was just myself calling out to myself. So I guess I just couldn't run away anymore.
Yeah. What tools or practices supported you most when you were unraveling old versions of yourself? So what was the best, like, I don't know, yeah, grounding? Was it screaming? Was it like what journaling? What did you do?
Cried, journaled, danced, laughed, hung out in nature a fuck ton. Nature is the best everything. Everything, 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 everything. Had to emphasize that. I cried. I had tough conversations with myself, and I oh shit. um I allowed myself to fucking feel what the fuck I was meant to feel. That's what it was. I allowed myself to feel my feelings, process my thoughts, and be with myself. That's the medicine. That's what it
Mhm.
was.
Yep.
It wasn't so much specifics. It wasn't actual medicine either. Matter of fact, I get very pushed away from medicines a lot of the time, even natural ones a lot of the time, just because my soul is always wanting to experience things on a raw level.
Mhm.
So I I learned that that is a lot of crying and a lot of talking to yourself and a lot of being in nature. That's it. That's my answer.
It's so aligned, I swear. Same.
I love it.
So aligned. Mhm. Um,
Yeah.
how did you learn how to trust yourself again?
When, oh my God, that's such a good question, actually. When did I learn how to trust myself again? Is when I started making very uncomfortable decisions and then seeing it through and then seeing the goodness of why I did those uncomfortable decisions. Whether that be cutting a friend off or like someone off or not cutting them off, but really just like letting them go and purging that whole season and chapter and energy out of your life for you to be in a new space and then to realize that that new space was actually healthier for me. That's when I realized, damn, I trust myself more and more every time I fucking do that. And you can't really describe that level of learning how to trust yourself, I feel, because it's so personal. It's so like you gotta like you it clicks within you. You know when it clicks, and it's like over the course of time, and it's a practice, and it's all these things. So yeah, I don't know how to answer that question other than that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Um, let's go into a little bit of the embodiment of like your holistical work in the body. What did you learn about trauma and healing through the body the most that people overlook?
That people overlook.
Or just something that you can take overlook out if you want.
Yeah, yeah. Um, that things take time. Living in such a fast world with fast remedies that are very temporary, um, people overlook that when it comes to really healing and really digesting and really sitting with things, it takes motherfucking time.
Mhm.
And I feel like those souls that are willing to see things through are the ones who really believe in the magic of natural healing. So those are those people that are like, I don't have fucking patience for that. Ah, da, 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 da. It's like, okay, those are excuses for you to sit still and to sit quiet with yourself. I feel just on some real ass human shit. Those are excuses for you to just be with yourself and to process your emotions, first of all, your thoughts, your emotions, and then to sit with the discomfort of where you're feeling in your body. So, but that's not their fault. I don't blame people for where the fuck they are at on a hurt, damaged level. I hold space for them. And I feel like holding that space allows people that are in tune with their bodies and with their healing journeys to heal even more. Because if I were to be stuck upon everyone in their hurt journey, Jesus, I would be hurting myself, period. So yeah, a lot of people I feel like are have a distorted sense of time and they think on very human time frames rather than spiritual time frames, if you will, of believing is seeing, not seeing is believing type of thing. And so I feel like a lot of it is time distortion and not being patient with yourself throughout your healing journey. So Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
100%. Yes.
Now, if you wouldn't mind.
Let's step into like the intuitive guidance part, like your actual now, because I started my healing journey, and as I was doing my healing journey, then all of a sudden all this spirit came through. I saw spirits when I was younger. I saw my grandfather, my passed on loved ones here and there, but I was a runner for most of my life, and then God sat me down, and I had to heal. So for you, when did tarot intuitive guidance enter your life? When did that start for you?
So that's like a funny question. I get that asked a lot in my lives. Because people are just curious about origin stories and shit. But my, I guess, origin story of it was that I was always in tune with other readers, especially YouTube.
Hey.
I am gonna shout someone out. You? Per. I love that. Opal Oracle. She was the first tarot reader I've ever found online, and I stand by her till to this day. I just her resonance with me and where I was guided at the time. 2017, BT Dubs. Opal Oracle was the first reader, and I would tune into her, and then I started tuning into other readers. But I never felt called for tarot at the time. Like I was like, I didn't understand it. I didn't know how to read it. I was like, no, that's not what it is. And I was really tuned into like runes and just like natural flow of energy, Reiki, cranial sacral, things like that.
Yep.
And then 2023, I was living alone in my apartment in St. George, like Southern Utah. And I stumbled across tarot on TikTok. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It met me. It found me. I was scrolling one morning and all it was tarot. And I was like, what the fuck? My whole For You page was not tarot. And then I did a new moon ritual that night, woke up with all tarot readings. I was like, bitch, these motherfucking rituals work. And I was like, this is on some shit. Like, this is some real ass shit. And I woke up the next day and it was all tarot. And so
Yes.
I sat with that for 3 months. And I vibed, I connected deeply with it, and I was just so fucking grateful for it. And then all of a sudden, after those 3 months, Spirit was like, go get your own tarot deck. And I was like, huh? And they're like, go get your own tarot deck. So I went to the store and I got a tarot deck. And I started doing readings for my friends at the time. I'm not friends with them anymore, but I was friends then, and I was doing tarot readings for them. And they were like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, I feel like this is already me. It's just I'm using like a divination tool to portray what I'm feeling inside. And they were like, oh my God. But this was like during a lot of like my party time, like my party age, like
Right.
that shit, like,
Yes.
And so it was weird for that transition and for that juxtapose. And so fast forward a year later, like a year and a few months later, I moved away and I moved back home. I moved to Salt Lake City and I moved in with family, and then I just started to do tarot again. And then I started my TikTok not like maybe like a year after that, and I was like, I just feel called to do readings now. Like I'm feeling called to do this. And so it's been a year and a half since I've been doing that. And yes, that is expanding more right now as we're speaking, but also the journey of it was very interesting because I never felt attached to it. So it was just something that I was called to, and that calling just keeps expanding. Hence, Ken's calling, my motherfucking thing. So yeah, tarot was an interesting journey for me, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're as open as I am and as sensitive as I am to energy. So how do you protect yourself while staying open, while you're healing, while you're reading, while you're doing all these things? Because I have a lot of sensitive people in here right now too who are waking up and also feel a lot. So what are some of the practices that you do?
Okay. Taking time for yourself. I like to use crystals. I love crystals. And protection crystals and stuff like that. I love cleansing my space by smudging. Blue sage, dragon's blood, Palo Santo, incense. I love purifying my energy through doing ritualistic, that's just a label for it. Taking baths, okay, with Epsom salt, with salt, whatever it is that you feel really called to. Being in nature, more so just like knowing the fuck your energy is and learning and tuning into how you really feel and then like honoring that and then seeing like what energy outside of you doesn't relate or resonate with and then just going and doing your own fucking thing. So I do a lot of practices intuitively. I try to eat well as well. I try to hydrate with like sea salt and like do all these other things. Kombucha is my motherfucking shit. Okay. I think like cleansing the body and cleansing like how you're ingesting things also help with protection because you're able to be in that clear space of discernment and discernment is protection, right?
Right.
So I feel like there's so many ways to do it and I do it in so many fucking ways.
Yeah.
But I also talk to my guides and I talk to my spiritual like my guardian angels a lot as well throughout my journey just to like know like to be connected with them but then to also understand and know that like I am fucking protected and like there's just like an energy of that period. Shout out to kombucha.
Mhm.
Kombucha is so good.
What is it? I've never heard of it. What is it? I need to do it.
Oh my god, it's fermented tea.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Where do you get it? It's like a spiritual
It's-
store or Amazon?
No, you get it like you could literally buy it at the grocery store. I personally love GT's kombucha.
Okay. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, what's that called? Corporate kind of took over the kombucha world, which I don't like, but I will say that GT's kombucha is my favorite.
Okay.
But kombucha is the shit. You can even make your own kombucha. I've done that before, and it's so fucking amazing.
Okay.
It's like sparkling water, but the aunt and uncle. Per Brian Gomez. Per. It is that. Cold fermented black tea with probiotics, right? Yes, you are right, Lola. Fucking teach the class, Lola. Yeah, kombucha is fermented black tea, so there is a little bit of caffeine. There could also be with enough kombucha intake, alcohol. You could like get tipsy on that shit.
Oh.
Yeah, see, you can
Okay.
get it anywhere. GT's, my favorite three. I will recommend my favorite top three is the blueberry one, the mixed berry. It's in a blue bottle.
Okay.
The trilogy. Trilogy is my favorite. It's the rainbow bottle,
Okay.
of course, because girl, just kidding. No, I just love it because it has raspberry juice. in it.
Okay. Okay.
I love raspberry. Period. And then the original gingerberry. Thank you, Ray.
Really?
Gingerberry is like so good.
Okay.
Praying over your drinks are the best. Personally, I think so
Yeah.
too, Brian.
I
I
agree.
personally feel that too.
Me too.
I like that. Yeah, transmuting the energy of it for sure. No matter how the fuck it's cooked, you can. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're like little robots, but like organic.
Aldi makes their own organic.
Aldi makes their own.
I didn't know that.
I've tried many kombuchas, and every single time I was disappointed, except for GT's.
GT.
So, yeah.
All right, I'm getting me some. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Me
It's
too.
it's a probiotic. It's so fucking good for you. It can make you feel bloated or look bloated. I just want to put that out there. However, the probiotics and the fermentation of it all is everything. Fermentation is so fucking good for us. That's my favorite type of food. I love fermented food. Fermented, like pickled stuff, fermented stuff, kimchi, pickled beets, fucking pickles.
Yeah, same.
Period, Brian. Pray over your motherfucking coffee. I like mushroom coffee.
I want to
Personally,
try that.
I like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it? I've been wanting to try it. I've
Do you
heard
have like
really
a?
good.
Do you have Smiths? Where are you located?
I'm in New York, upstate.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, per. I've been connecting with a lot of New Yorkers. Um, do you know the brand Simple Truth?
I don't know if yeah, we do have that out here, I think. Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. They have a mushroom coffee that's pretty easy to find, but
Okay.
then there's also like other mushroom coffee that you could find online, and some of them say that they have like weird contents of like iron and stuff like that, but I it's more of like a intuitive test on them. But I love
Simple Truth.
mushroom coffee. I just take it black.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah. I used to drink creamer, but then I transitioned and I was like, I just like black coffee. Straight up.
It's so much better for you. I'm trying to get away from the creamer. I cut coffee out completely and I'm back on it again. But I wanted to
Yeah.
try that. So
Okay.
I've heard now you're like the third or fourth person that has told me about mushroom coffee, so I'm gonna try it.
Matter
Okay.
of fact, this is mushroom coffee.
It is. Okay, for you, are you good to keep going, or how are you feeling?
Yeah.
You good? Okay.
Maybe like maybe till like 11, if that's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So-
time. Sorry. I don't
So
know.
it's 12:47 here. What is it there for you?
Like 13 minutes, like 10:47 my time.
Okay. Okay. So let me pick out the best ones.
Okay.
What has been the hardest part
I
of
love your
walking this
question.
path? Huh?
Sorry, I just want to say I really love your questions, and I'm enjoying being here. So thank you.
Yeah, me too. I love you here. What has been the hardest part of walking this?
The hardest. Yeah, the hardest part of walking this path is waking up being human still.
For real? Listen, I had a reading
Waking
done.
up every day.
I had a reading done, and one of my good friends on here too. She's gonna be on here. I don't know if you've ever seen her. Made New Magic, and like I was going through it, and I was like, "Girl, I need a reading." And she called me like immediately. I was on her live. She's like, "I gotta go. I'll be back on later." She calls me and she's like, "Can you please come out of the 5D? Like you have been in the 5D for literally 4 or 5 months, but I feel you. Like, who wants to be here?"
That ass.
You know?
Tap, tap, tap. Are you talking about tapping and toning, Miss One Mag, One Life? Yeah, and then, sorry, I just wanted to preference.
Yeah, go ahead.
What
Go
the
ahead.
fuck? Someone said, what are y'all's big three? I'm a Cancer Sun, Scorpio Moon, Libra Rising.
I am Virgo, Cap, Sagittarius. I'm so bad.
We're like fucking opposites. Virgo Sun.
Yeah, Virgo Sun, Cap, Capricorn,
Okay.
Sagittarius. Mm-hmm.
Period. Okay, I have 4 sisters that are Virgos.
Really?
I know a lot about Virgos. Yeah.
Poor thing.
Taurus,
Poor thing.
Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Libra Rising. Oh my God, Brian, we're so alike. Jesus, we're twins, sisters. Yeah, but like being so fucking for real about your question, the hardest thing is being human. Is that an answer? Is that a right? Is that an okay answer?
Yes, it is. It's hard because once you've ascended and once you've woken up and you see all the fuck shit, you don't want to be here. And then you walk by and people are, I call them the Walking Dead. Like we're surrounded by the Walking Dead. Like
Me
they're
too.
all sleeping. Like
For real.
it's hard. I feel you. Yes. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So how do you stay hopeful? It's literally one of my questions. How do you stay hopeful when the world feels so fucking heavy?
I don't know how. Oh my God, ray of sunshine. That's why we connect. Sorry. Cancer sun, Scorpio moon. Bitch, that's me too, bitch. And then she's Virgo rising. I'm Libra rising. That's right after you. So what the fuck?
Mhm.
Sorry. I love that. How do I stay hopeful? I don't know, Vanita.
It's good. That's good. Same. It's good.
I just have a spirit. I just have a soul inside of me that knows that life is so much more. What the fuck? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Agreed.
I just want to walk run the Walking Dead over. Gag.
Ray of Sunshine has been on. She's been
Period.
on one lately. She's ready. She's ready. She has. I love her to
Me
death.
too, bitch. Give me a motherfucking Hummer. It's like,
What would you tell someone just beginning their
true.
healing or spiritual journey? What would you tell everybody who's starting?
ooh. You're not meant to do this alone.
I love that. What do you wish someone had told you at the start? These can be like rapid fire. These are the last 5, and then we'll open it up to
Yeah,
questions
I
from
like it.
anyone else. Okay.
If that's what I would tell someone at the beginning, then that's what I would want to tell myself. I am not alone.
Okay. What do you wish someone had told? Okay. Yeah, we said that. How do you personally define alignment now?
I define alignment by facing things in the present moment and seeing what feels right and what feels wrong, and then choosing what feels right.
Okay.
And listening to your gut, listening to your instinct.
Yes. What practices help you return to yourself when things feel overwhelming?
Lay down, breathe, move my body a little bit, sway, and envision and talk myself out of things and be my own hype man. And then when I get to the level of clarity, I start to communicate with my spirit guides because they're able to communicate with me more when I have talked myself out of the dirt first. So that's what I do.
Okay. What does living in integrity with your soul mean to you?
If I feel like I'm doing things that do not align with me or that I feel wrong with nobody seeing, with nobody else, and if I'm feeling some type of real ass like things with spirit where I'm feeling almost monitored and I'm feeling like this is not right for me, or if I'm not with the right people, or if I'm not in the right places, and I still give into it, I feel like I'm betraying my integrity. But when I live with integrity, I'm able to fucking be me and stand in my truth and not let any motherfucker get to me. Like it's a power that we have as humans for sure.
Yes.
So yeah, integrity is huge, especially if you are wanting to spread your light. 100%.
Agreed. How can people find and connect with your work? How can they find you? Here on TikTok?
Me on TikTok. First of all,
Make sure.
this year, yeah. It's still winter for me, so I'm still honoring the lessons of winter because I like to stay in tune with motherfucking nature, okay? Because she's that girl. As the door literally opens up with the wind, timing. Staying in tune with Mother Nature, and if this is the death season, if this is hermit, if this is hibernation, what do you need to learn from that? And so, um, but I want to say for people that want to connect or honestly, no. Listen, I'm transforming on so many levels. If you want to connect with me while I go throughout a very big transformative journey for myself, stay in tune. You can find me on TikTok. And I also do post on YouTube. I try to stay consistent with that. However, this year is going to be very motherfucking different for Miss Ken. Motherfucking calling 144. Get it? Get it right. Just kidding. But for real though, there's a lot of changes and there's just a lot of shifting and transformation happening and but TikTok is where I've grown my presence the most. So that's where I guess I promote the most. So yeah.
Okay, two more questions. What private services do you
Period,
offer
right.
other than readings? What other stuff do you do? Just do readings or do you do healings? What do you do?
What I do right now and what I've currently have done is just holding space. I know that that's a very general term, like probably the most general, but I feel like my best attribute to myself is to hold space for those that may be going through something and then just being a supporting energy with that, with what they're going through. So genuinely open-heartedly open-mindedly just holding space for that. So
Okay.
I can't say specifics. I used to do like craniosacral reiki and massage, but that's where I'm getting back into, so I'm not going to say that here right now, but I will say that like readings, mostly holding space and allowing yourself to process what the fuck you're going through in your journey right now is the vibe. So
Okay,
that's what
well,
I'm doing for yeah.
okay. And then what about speaker, like motivational, spiritual, any type of speakers people should tune into, books, anything that you can give a little bit of
Oh my
guidance?
gosh. Oh, I love that question. One book, I'm gonna just do one book so that it can probably stay in people's minds. The Soul of Money by Lynn Twist.
Hmm.
Lynne Twist, Tyist, Twist. That book, the cover, the label of the book might feel deceiving in a sense because you're like, oh, this is probably just like fucking money. That book is so transformative, especially in regards to reconnecting and realigning with your self worth and understanding that this whole motherfucking thing is supposed to be, well, organically and naturally synced with sufficiency instead of scarcity. That's a really big thing. And you can take that not just with money, but you can take that within your own energy in your own life. And that philosophy that I've come to relate with that book was that scarcity and sufficiency. And so that book was very transformative for me. And I highly recommend that for literally every single person that is alive in this motherfucking world to read and to tune into. Um, Other people, I guess on TikTok, I love my girls on TikTok. And one of them is here. Another one was here, Izzy,
Yeah.
Eighth House Mercury with her
So
ray
if
of
they're
sunshine.
down and they want to come up and do this, talk to them and to have them inbox me. You know, I'm looking for more people and I trust your opinion. So
Oh my God, yeah. Well, then take notes because if they want to or are willing to or have the time and space to, yeah. Kate, Kate, what's her username? Fuck. Um, the baddest bitch here on TikTok. I'm just, yeah, I'm biased. I think she's so lovely. Kate, Soul of Money by Lynn Twist book. Thank you, Lola. Yes, that's it. Um, Kate, what is her? I think it's just Kate. I think that's why I'm seeing is just Kate is her thing. Um,
I think I know who you're talking about.
uh, you do?
I believe so. I think I follow.
I have two Kates. I have two kids. Jesus. One with the C and then one with the K. The other Kate is a blonde woman. She is also a reader. Um, Oh my god. How am I drawing a blank right now?
Makes it
Oh my
happen.
god, Brianna reads tarot. Brianna's tarot. Oh my god. The I'm gonna have to send you that because
Okay.
I can't remember their fucking names on TikTok,
All right,
but I'm not that good with
that's
that.
fine.
But
What
I have
about like,
so many people.
okay, what about like Joe Dispenza's or you like anything,
Yeah,
anyone like that that you had followed that helped you through your journey too? Brianna?
yeah. Abraham Hicks is always a go-to.
Yeah.
Just to come back to the Brianna per Abraham Hicks is just such a come back to the basics moment for me and to really just connect with simplicity and also to raise your motherfucking vibration.
Yes.
Um, love that. Um, Bashar is very interesting and gets you working, even though Bashar hasn't been in my space for a while now. Um, holy shit. Oh my god, Ram Dass. Ram Dass and his music is very enlightening. There's mantras and energy and activations, releasing energy in his music, and as well as other artists like him. Um, I can't think of names right now, to be
That's okay.
honest.
You're good.
Um,
That's good.
I'm
You're
just
good.
not a names man.
My battery. Okay.
But yeah, there are so many. There are so many. But guess what, everyone? Every single guru or teacher or guide is just wanting you to tune into your own inner guru.
Yes.
That's the lesson that they're all trying to teach. And so, once you start to get that, then every single time you connect with a guru or with like a motivational spiritual speaker or guide or whatever, you start tuning into yourself more. I guess that's what I feel is the purpose of all of it. So, anybody could be a fucking guru to you. Anybody could be a spiritual teacher to you. It doesn't have to be like the known ones, right? Like in that type of sense, I feel. That's where I'm at with
I
that.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love you.
cool.
Thank you so much for being here. This is amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Yeah.
your
This was beautiful.
personality, your readings, you're so spot on, everything. Love it.
Thank you. For real. Thank you for having me and thank you for pushing it out as long as we did. I know that was like interesting to navigate. But I'm so grateful that it happened now.
Yes.
And just like your energy is so space holding and grounded. I just want you to know that. Like,
Thank you.
and I felt comfortable and good to just be me and just felt very observant in a sense from you. And I'm grateful for that. So thank you for listening to me and my fucking craziness.
We love it. We love it. We fit in. It's like watching me, kind of.
Period. Yeah, see, it could be totally
Right.
reflected. Yeah.
Well, don't be a
love that.
stranger. I'm going to come and check you out when you're live too. Thanks for following me back. And yeah,
Oh my
anything.
God. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I'm not following her after all these months of fucking connecting and trying to. When I saw it pop up, I was like, oh my God, follow. What am I doing? What am I? But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a vibe. Thank you for having me.
You're
For
welcome.
real.
Absolutely. And then as soon as it's, I'm going to put it on my YouTube first. So I'll let you know. That way you can take clips of it and do whatever you want with it. And then I'll let you know when it's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
thank you,
You're
Benita.
welcome.
And thank you, all of y'all. I love y'all.
Get your number 143. Your gifts
For real.
143. Okay.
143. Ah,
So much
period.
love.
143. My number. 144.
I know, but 143 is I love you in a
Well,
text.
thank you again.
All right. I'm going to drop you. Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I think. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They changed everything. Okay. There it is. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Amazing. So, so good.
Are you done?
I'm still live, but all right. Do you guys have any questions for me? Thank you. Thank you, Ken. You're amazing. No, he cannot come up. Okay. That was so good. Probably, I would say, one of the best. Any questions from you guys? I gotta be up in 3 hours. Did I get everybody? Ray, do you want your energy check, honey? Want your energy check? Okay. We had to take mom for surgery in the morning, so yeah, in like 4 hours. She got to be at the hospital at 5:30. Surgery's at 7:30. So if you can all say a little prayer for her tonight, this morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here, so I don't know where you guys all are. I would greatly appreciate it. And my battery's gonna die soon, so let me get my little ray of sunshine. Yes. I just love that you guys get different like perspectives, you know? Yeah, I know where you are, Ellie. My new viewers, my new people who are here. Thank you, Lola. I love you, girl. Thanks for coming and hanging out this whole time. Welcome to my live. Yeah, you're on this time, Ray. Welcome, welcome. We have a good time here. What do we have for my beautiful ray of sunshine? What is the energy surrounding her? Thank you, thank you. I would love that, Brett. What? Anytime. Let me know, girl. We're doing a self-love journey right now. So every day I go live, I'm teaching something new about self-love. Hi, Lane. It's a course that I had made to do offline, but I feel like starting the new year, calling in everything that we need for our new cycles, new beginnings, first step is to love ourselves. So if you catch me, come on in. We're doing it every day for the whole month of January. All right. So first card out for you is a Two of Swords, which I feel like is like how you're feeling. You're just at a crossroad. You're transitioning right now. You're going through a transition. You're going through like you have to make a decision, right? And I feel like you just new beginning, literally new beginning. What you're going through is a test of faith. Yeah. So you can't see you literally cannot see what's there because it's new. You're in the unknown. You're stepping into the unknown. Surrender. Right now, the best thing that you can do, my love, is surrender. And I know we always say that as long as we've been like, even if it's the beginning or the end, but when you're an OG kind of like you've been in this for 8 years and you're like, I know how to surrender. I'm always surrendering because I feel like the same thing. How can I not surrender? I'm always surrendering. Like I live in surrender. Like all I do is give it to God. There's something, I think we've said this before, that is just, you have to let go of. Like literally look at her. She's just floating and she's going to jump in that and do in the water without even looking and just free falling. And this is a test of your faith. Do you believe? Do you have faith that if you fall backwards, God is going to catch you? Like I'm not one. Yeah. I'm not a Bible reader. You guys know this. I've never really read the Bible. I have the Bible app on my phone. Every once in a blue moon, I'll go to Psalms. And, there's certain parts of Psalms that I'll go to and read. But I did take my kids last year to see the story of Jesus. And the one thing that I will always talk about is the scene where Peter was walking on water and Jesus showed up. And the second he lost faith, the second he questioned it, he fell. And Jesus put out his hand. I don't know if that's exactly how it happened, but like the moral of the story is for that split second, you doubt or you don't have the faith or you don't believe is where you fall. right? So we constantly have to just know that if we fall, we will rise again. You know, and I always say Jesus was human, right? He's like all of us. He just reached a certain point of enlightenment. He embodied it to the fullest. You got to let go and let God. Yes. He embodied enlightenment to the fullest. He reached the maximum frequency of love that made him magical. We all can do that. We all have that in us. 111. So I feel like that's a message for you, Ray. Okay. Thank you for the follow, James. Thank you for the follow, Ryan. That you just literally, I feel like Spirit is telling me that it's a little bit of the ego that has to shed a little bit. And I know your ego doesn't want to hear this. This is all Spirit talking. There's something that has to die. There's a little something in you that has to be shed a little bit more, that you just have to release and let go, in order for you to take this leap of faith. I want to run over. I know I feel like it's making you angry, love, but that's okay. That's okay. Because your ego, like, you have to sit with it too. Like, I feel like you need to you need to balance your dark and your light feminine right now. Girl, it's the hardest thing. You can't lose yourself. You can't lose yourself in that. You have to honor your ego. You have to sit with your ego. You have to sit with your shadows, because that's what makes you who you are. The anger is okay. You're supposed to get angry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to sit with your feelings. Just like I always say that you got to feel your feels. You just have to understand and acknowledge it. Call it out. This is not making me feel good. I'm angry. Why am I angry? I'm angry. And then let it go. Just by you acknowledging it and feeling it and seeing it, that's healing enough. You know what I mean? You just have to flow through the energy. And I just feel like it's surrendering for you. Yeah, because you're going through a rebirth. I love you more. You know that. I'm always here. Sending your beautiful energy back to you in so much peace, love, and light. And you got this. You got this. Rest. Right now, the best thing you can do is rest. And come to the self-love. Every live, at least twice a day. One in the early day, another one later at night, so everybody can get it. Self-love for me is so important along this journey. Once you really embody and forgive and love yourself, it changes the game. And even though, like, I'm sitting here preaching this and I've hit rock bottom and I'm back at mommy's house at 46 years old, I still love myself. And I know that it's going to come. I've seen it. I've seen his miracles. I've seen the universe. I've seen the miracles. I know it works. They're just things in life that we have to go through. So self-love is so important. Self-love and self-care is so important. If we don't do that during these downtimes, during these rock bottoms, during these lows, if we don't take care of ourselves, that's when shit gets bad. when we were talking about the unaliving and the spiritual psychosis. When you're low, you can't pull yourself back out. That's why self-love and self-care is so important. So we're almost at 100K. Let me see where I'm not going to do that to you guys. Yes, of course, Lola. Everybody knows my story. I'm very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. I am coming out with a book. It should be coming out this year or this month, hopefully. It's just waiting for the final edits. The last 7 months are in there. I've started book 2. I'm on the 5th chapter. 5 chapters are already written. I'm I'm an open book. Literally, my whole life this past year has been live. Right, guys? Everybody who's followed me, everybody who's been in my circle, everybody who's been in my lives, everyone sees my videos. I've been an open book. And my thing is I feel like God is putting me here to show you guys and to teach that life must go on, regardless of what's thrown at us and what works and what has gotten me through this. Exactly. Welcome to my life. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. I mean, literally, just 2 nights ago, it was a dating. Somebody wanted to take me out on a date that was local, and come to find out, he's still living with his baby mama ex. I mean, I have nothing to hide. I don't give a shit. But I've always been like that. Like my skeletons and like I'm the black sheep. My skeletons were never in the closet. My mistakes were never hidden. It was always out for, like, I was in the front page of the newspaper, not literally, but like my business was always out there. Yeah, baby mama girl. We set up a date and everything. And like something just told me, do you live alone? I don't know why. And he was honest. He told me, he was like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not the best situation. Da, 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 da. Welcome in, Jamaica. But he's been after me for 2 years. So I kind of was like, just like, yeah, you can't. Yes. I said, well, yeah, you have to be honest because I'm a fucking psychic. Duh. I would have known anyways. Duh. But now, hopefully, he'll stop coming in my live and he'll stop being disruptive and he'll stop like finding me on everywhere and he'll like, do you know what I mean? He was one of those. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, are we done? Are you done? I've told you no. I've blocked you on several accounts. I keep blocking you. And he said that in the live. He said, you keep blocking me. Well, intuitively, I already freaking knew then, okay? Yes, I know. I get a lot of those, Ellie. I get a lot of those. But yeah, my life is out there. And I don't really care. I really don't. It doesn't bother me. I'm not embarrassed of it. If I can save a life based on what I've been through and my trauma and my drama, if I can save one life, I'm happy. But I mean, God has given me the power. I'm at 12,000 followers. I have 12 people in here. I don't care if there's 1,200 people in here. You 12 need to hear it, you know? The numbers used to bother me because I used to have like 500-600 people in my lives. 100 people or no under 100, but that is something that I had to sit with. I had to sit with the fact that sharing is caring. Amen. I had to sit with the fact that God And plus, I prayed and I manifested that the right people who need me come in. Okay, so only 13 people need me tonight and not 500. Plus the energy and the rebirth and everything I'm going through. I literally don't know if I would have the capacity to handle 500 people, to be honest with you, or 100 people. So I think this is all for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And we can't question. If people would just get to that point where they would understand that everything has to happen for a reason, and then you get to a certain point in your journey and you look back at the black sheep and you look back at why you're the black sheep and you look back at like things that have happened in your life. And I'm a Virgo, so my brain is very analytical and I have to make like everything has to make sense for me. We're at 100K. But now looking back, the point where I'm at right now, I can look back and everything. Thank you. Literally, puzzle pieces are starting to come together. We did it. We got to 100K tonight, guys. I love that for us. Okay, so we're going to give away a free reading. What game do we want to play? Do we want to do, and then I'm going to jump off. Do we want to guess a color or guess an animal? You guys can pick. We're done with the numbers. I'm tired of the numbers. We've been doing the numbers for like months. We'll go back to it, but we're going to do something different. Colors? Okay. So it's only the colors of the rainbow. And I think Morningstar gave it to me. So Roy Biv, right? Oh, we forgot the G in there somewhere, but you know, the colors of the rainbow. So I'm going to write down okay, rules, you have to be following me. You can guess as many times as you want. Ready, set, go. Lola! Lola got it. It's backwards. But Lola got it. It's yellow. Lola, it's a one-on-one with me. Just me and you. Let's go, girl. Excited. Message me a few days and time this week that work for you. And then I will go through my schedule and pick a day and time, usually about 30 minutes-ish, 30, 45 minutes. Okay. I'm excited. Yay. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it a night. Although I'd love to stay on and hang out. My battery's dying. I have to be up in 3 hours. You're welcome. Do we just stay on and keep going? Do I go get my charger? We have been on for 3 hours and 37 minutes. Or do I go lay down and try and get some rest? Yeah, I probably should. You right. I love you guys. I'll probably be back on bright and early though while I'm waiting for her. So, Oriana, welcome. I am. Good night, guys. Thank you for staying. Ken was amazing. I would love to have him back again. If he would come back again, we'll do another maybe in a couple months to see where he's at, where I'm at. Be exciting. Thank you for the taps, the shares, the gifts, hanging out with me all night. That's what's really important. The donations, all of the above. I love you guys. Just being part of the family, showing up for me every day. I love you guys. Good night. Bye.